Now, for somebody that is trained, your 10-year practitioner of yoga, your 10-year practitioner of martial arts, possibly dance, possibly some of these other categories that integrate by design all of these attributes because they are ancient orientations. We did not create them. All we did was codify them. They're in all of us. They have been forever since the beginning of time. So if you're developed, you've already seen these in yourself. You know how to access them, and it might just be more conscious intention to call them forward. But for most of us, I've already talked about each skin can have high and low capacity, meaning the low capacity individual is one that is untrained but still has a dominant orientation. This happens all the time. The high capacity individual is still dominant. They still have a preferred or default skin, but they've actually conditioned it to be an empowered state of performance. The conditioning is obvious, right? And again, we take the warrior. You do things that teach you structural and tensional development. CrossFit's a good example. Powerlifting, preeminent example. Sports that also include structural and tensional development, like martial arts, like yoga. Yoga with its held poses, martial arts with its structured stances and striking. All of these teach you to organize your structure against the force of gravity and tension in one or more directions. But as we suggested, it means you actually have to train capacity in all four skins. Again, the book in the description has just one selected capacity builder in each one of these skins. It's been almost my life's work. I'd say, I don't know about almost. I've been studying this stuff for decades. I fixate on minimalist inputs that get extraordinary outcome. I've been obsessed about finding the one lever that moves the needle. And that's what's in the book for each one of these. And there's no secret, I can tell them to you, but how you train them so that the somatic benefits come, there's nuance, there's depth. The book does that, but we could take one example in each category. The deadlift would do it for the warrior, reverse counting or a similar type concentration practice for the sage. Flexibility practice like the forward bend is one penultimate movement or experience for the shapeshifter. And then slow breathing to open the capacities of the asset. Each one of these is a profound practice that if you found yourself in a dominant skin, even just activating it and practicing it regularly, consistently, and pushing the boundaries of your ability in each one of those practices will give you access to the other skin. It will teach you the principles and the felt. It's not a cognitive shift. It is a physical and somatic shift and reorientation in the moment that gives you command over new options. That can be trained. That's what capacity means. And when people talk, again, this is a pet peeve, but people talk about, I need more capacity, I need nervous system capacity. What they are always talking about is capacity in the category of the asset and the shapeshifter, the ability to down-regulate sympathetic arousal and the ability to sense, feel, use your intuition, but that's only half of performance. If you have to get on stage and you have to give a speech, if you're going to get in a boxing ring or an MMA ring, or if you're going into a pressure setting and you're going to have a hard conversation with your partner in life or your kids or whatever it is, great if you can control that. Great if you can come down and do it from a calm and non-aroused state. But that isn't the state of performance under real pressure. The football player on the field is not calm and relaxed. That doesn't enhance their ability to perform. Now, they need a balance, they need a range, but they need to be able to control their mind while their heart is racing, right? While their fucking chest is pounding, while their breath is heaving. They don't get to step aside and say, oh, I just need to calm down. Wrong domain. So to reduce capacity to one or two of these four attributes is incredibly limiting to your range, your potential, and your power. Even to be able to go into a boardroom or a board meeting, or if you have to raise money for your business, or anything that is just hard. It's not about being the calm, sedated person. It's about owning your performance, even when it's hard, because that pressure isn't going away. They're not going to adjust for you. You need to rise to the occasion and be able to manage that pressure. Does this make sense? That's what capacity means. That's what nervous system range actually is.